Hello and welcome to Only WrestleConnect, the show that looks for wrestling connections and promises Victoria Corin Mitchell absolutely no royalties, but hopefully a happy pregnancy at least. I'm joined by the same team captains, but two new teams. So we'll start with the team captain who's most charismatic. RateWrestle, would you like to introduce your team?
Well, we are now known. So we were Team Redacted last week when I was out of the team, but now we are now Team Carl Out, and I'm joined by the 21st century hero, Luke Douglas.
So,
He's going to take this really seriously, you promised me.
Oh no, winds have changed by Scorpions. There we go.
And DP, would you like to introduce your team?
Hello, I am Dan, DP, whatever, and I'm joined by Will Stevens. And together, we are Team... Where was Carl on January 5th?
Where was Carl January the 5th?
Questions that demand answers.
It was a good one, lads.
Here on the show, we want to know, Carl. We want to know. Round one is dead simple. I will show you up to a maximum of 4 clues, and you have to guess what connects them. But the fewest number of clues, the most number of points. You only get one guess, so you either take your guess or move on to the next clue. And if you guess wrong, I'll get your opponents in for the chance for a bonus point. Once again, we will ask the team leader we'd most like to go with for a beer with. Rate, would you like to go first or second?
I think this time around, because I remember last time I went second and I got shagged, so we're going to go first.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I remember correctly, you actually won the first half, but lost horrifically in the second half.
Yeah, so the second half might go really well.
Okay, smart move. All right. Team Carl Out, this is your first question and your first clue. Akira Taue. It will load, I promise, Luke.
Mm-hmm.
Just you know the rules, Luke, don't you?
No.
Basically,
we'll wing it. I'll figure it out.
Oh no, we will fucking not.
I'll figure it out.
So basically, there's 4 clues. If you get it on Akira Taue, you get 5 points. It's
right.
All of these 4 people will link. So technically, this is like the 4 pillars.
I've got someone in my head.
But the connection has to link all 4 clues.
Yeah, it's like a concept. Yeah, so like the 4 pillars is a concept. I'd probably go next on this though, because I don't like. It could be anything.
Yeah, and what he said.
Toshiaki Kawada.
It is the 4 pillars, isn't it?
Yeah.
4 pillars of all Japan, Alex Connors.
Is that your final guess?
Yes.
We're starting off easy. 3 points from Team Carl Out. It is only question 1. No tricks so far. Just a dead easy. Get ourselves warmed up. 3 points. Over to Team. Where was Carl on January 5th? Question 1 for you guys. Clue 1. Scott Steiner.
Okay, so this is clearly 4 pillars of WCW, right, Will?
I mean, it's going to be very hard to get anything from this first clue, so I think we're probably going to have to go next.
Nah, I think they're locked in. WCW 4 pillars.
Yeah.
Rob Van Dam.
Definitely WCW, yeah. I'm not sure what links these 2 personally.
And then we can steal if they get this wrong, Luke. So,
right.
Yeah. I think, do you want to go next, Will?
Yeah, go next.
Mm-hmm.
Gold Dust.
Jesus Christ.
What's it?
Ours was really hard.
I thought this was equally as easy, but obviously my mistake.
I'm thinking maybe Booker T tag partners, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But that's the only thing I'm thinking right now.
I don't remember Henry Steiner personally, but the other 2, yeah, I agree.
Not Main Event Mafia.
Oh shit, yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
But I could be wrong, but that's the first thing that came to my head.
The thing is, though, they've got 3 points already, so we sort of need to catch up. So I think we need to just hazard a guess here, and then if it's wrong, it's wrong, you know?
You want to go with that, then?
I think I'll go with what you're saying, yeah.
Tag title winning partners of Booker T?
Oh, and right at the end, you came in with the word I really wanted to hear, which is that they won the gold with Booker T. Yeah, Main Event Mafia, TNA with Scott Steiner. How could we forget that? Yeah. So you are keeping pace. Back over to Team Carl Out. Your next question, clue number 1, Ric Flair versus Ricky Steamboat.
Oh, this could be anything.
Yeah, it could be 5-star matches. Going to be like, if he's gone down that route, there's like 5,000 5-star matches. But
So like, they went, they've gone 60 minutes. They've done all sorts. It's kind of like.
Was it a main event of Clash of Champions as well? Was it? I don't know if it was Clash of Champions. I know they had like 3 matches that were.
Was it Chi-Town? No, not Chi-Town.
Yeah. Chi-Town was one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go next with it. Yeah, there's no.
Yeah.
You will find that the first clue is usually the most easy to connect to loads of things, and it gets a bit more specific as we go on. Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole.
Oh, which one?
You can't say. Is it?
That's helpful, man. Yeah.
Ric Flair and.
Hey, can I phone a mate?
Does
that count?
What's that?
Can you phone someone in this one? Phone a friend.
Surprisingly not.
It's the wrong game show. The wrong game show.
Oh, right, okay.
Did they have a 2 out of 3 falls match?
I
don't think Ric Flair but
I think did Gargano and Cole, was that a 5-star match? I think was it the first one? The first one was, I think. But then again, I don't really pay much attention to what's his face. No. People that rate stuff, I don't really pay much attention to.
Yeah, you do, son. You do.
Do you want to go next?
Yeah, definitely.
See what the crack is.
There are real wrestlers who matter, and then there are just the people who rate it afterwards, right, Luke?
You're all on my channel, remember that. These are all 5-star matches.
Yeah, these are 5. They've got to be 5-star matches. As soon as I saw that one, it's just like, yeah.
Be specific because 5-star. Like, is it 5-star main events?
Is it 5-star or more? No. Flair and Steamboat was definitely 5 stars because he didn't break his scale at that point, did he?
No, I think he did, and it was a big myth that he didn't break his scale. Like for years, there was a myth that he hadn't broke his scale before, and then it came up that Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat had broken his scale.
Are we just looking too much into this and just going, they're just 5?
I feel like it'll be too easy that it's just 5 stars. It'll either be 5-star main events, which I don't think Shingo and Will were the main event of that show, or the main event. I think what you said, that breaking 5 stars.
That's just added pressure on me if it's wrong. Then
just go for the next. We'll take the 1 point over. Right. Go for the next. Go next and see what the next one is.
Because the Chico
that's 5 stars as well, isn't it? Yeah.
That was like 5 points something. So yeah, go. You say it.
Thank you. Matches that broke the 5-star barrier. Matches, yeah.
Matches that broke the Meltzer scale more than 5 stars. You could have got that after 2 clues. You guys were right on it. I think it is a big myth. Ric Flair versus Ricky Steamboat got 6 stars. So yeah, you gave all the info after clue 2. You had all the info.
Sorry,
but you
best be safe than sorry. Yeah,
went the safe way rather than being bold. I remember last time, Rate, you were the only person who came in really early. You did it first clue here, but not
I always come early. Yeah.
Back over to team. Where was Carl January 5th? Your first clue.
It's an important question.
Asking the hard-hitting questions.
British Commonwealth Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Okay. I think next.
UWA World Junior Light Heavyweight Championship.
I think these might be part of the J Crown. I might be wrong.
Oh, jeez.
But I think these might be titles that were in the J Crown.
You got a lot more knowledge than I do on this, because I had no idea anything that linked these two.
DB's been carried once again. Fuck!
I don't mind.
I think if we go next, I reckon WWF light heavyweight belt might be in there.
Okay.
I mean, if he's pulled that,
it's just my guess. I think it might be something to do with.
I think. Yeah, I mean, if we get if we get another 2 points anyway, then we're tied anyway. So I think it's fine to go next.
Next one's going to be tournament death, and then you're going to be really confused.
Okay,
So,
if we go next then.
Let's go next.
WWF
Yeah,
Heavyweight Championship.
yeah,
I think these are all part of the J Crown or like the Super J Cup. I just can't figure out the right wording.
Yeah, so we go.
We'll I think, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely correct. It is the J Crown. Once again, could have got that after 2 questions. Very impressive, Will Stevens, with the.
Yes, Will, not me.
Just because I'm not a light heavyweight doesn't mean I don't watch them.
Yeah, I also would have accepted belts in Ultimo Dragon's giant belt collector photo because that started the J Crown, but a few more added on, like the WCW one after. Yeah, you could have got there early, but very good knowledge of some obscure title belts. Back over to Team Carl Out. Your first clue is Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a good start, that is.
Yeah, Evolve. When we're guessing, it's always best to go next straight away when when it's just that. Yeah.
Go next.
Yeah.
Abyss.
Oh, Christ. That's just such a
Psycho Killers.
Well,
How to say? I couldn't tell you a link between them and generic
I
wrestling.
have absolutely no idea.
They both have a left arm tattoo. I don't know.
Hulk Hogan was their mentor for a bit. I don't know.
That's a joke.
Previous Knuckleball Schwartz gimmicks.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Abe Knuckleball Schwartz. Yeah, that might be. They've all wrestled. Abe Knuckleball Schwartz.
This is a producer. Champ has not produced anything that I'm aware of. Yeah, go next. I've got no link with this.
Jimmy Rave.
He's a producer. No, he's not. I'm doing a Jimmy Jacobs. Jimmy Rave. What was that faction?
Generation. No. Next. Or was it something like that? ROH. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, something like that. But then Abyss. It's like, what's Abyss got to do with it? Good grief. Probably should just go next and hope for the best.
Yeah.
The last one, because the last one's supposed to be the easiest. Swerve
Strickland.
Have these all been CZW champions? Has Abyss been CZW champion?
Don't think so.
Yeah. Monsters Ball. What's Abyss done? Wrestled for Kamikaze a few times.
Ciampa, Abyss, Jimmy Rave, Swerve Strickland.
The new Hit Row. What an awful. Good gravy.
Gonna need an answer. All 4 clues. Can't give you any
You're not
more.
gonna get one.
You're not gonna get one. Abe Knuckleball Schwartz. There you go.
No,
Yep,
I'm afraid not. Knuckleball Schwartz was obviously only true of the first 2, not the second 2, of course. So we'll pass over to your opponents for a bonus point. Any ideas?
Any thoughts?
I
have. You go first.
I'll say I have nothing on this.
I'm thinking either geography or Harley Race, but I might be wrong because I know Ciampa was trained by Harley Race.
What's your geography link?
I'm thinking maybe they're from the same part of the
right.
country, which might be Ohio.
Could be,
but I'm not entirely sure. So it's whether you want to go that or you want to go Harley Race.
I
know they're all from the Earth. I know they're all from Earth.
They're all from planet Earth, definitely.
Maybe go with the Harley Race one. I think it's more wrestling related. I think, and I think it's more likely link.
Final answer?
I guess so.
I'm afraid not. In fact, you're thinking, what faction was Jimmy Rave in when he was in Ring of Honor? The same faction that Swerve is in right now. The Embassy, under Prince Nana. Every single one of these people has been in it.
I said there was a faction, wasn't there?
One of the oldest, longest running factions of all time. I know they've undergone many face shifts, but they've all been managed by Prince Nana at the end of the day. That is the connecting point. So yeah, back.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I
Today I
think
learned.
this faction going for about 20 years now, and the amount of people that have been in the embassy, when you look through the list, is wild. So Prince Nana, a very successful manager. Okay, back to team. Where was Carl January 5th for your own question?
Where was he?
Team.
Where was he?
Beef.
Is it what Carl is?
Okay.
What do you mean, okay, Will Stevens? Don't say okay.
Have you got anything?
So this looks like it's maybe video game. So maybe video games that Samoa Joe's done voice acting for.
Oh fucking hell!
The
I
hell?
might be wrong though.
What kind of knowledge is
I don't know how you pulled that
Who has
out.
that kind of knowledge? Who has just like that just sitting in their back pocket, man? Nah, man, this is a fix. Oi, you're a stooge for Carl, you know.
It could be completely wrong.
That's it, man.
That's
You
why
with
you lost
Carl
the
and
match.
January 5th, weren't
Will
you?
Stevens is dropped.
Will ignore these two. Okay, ignore these two.
Do you want to get next?
I think we go next. Just see if it confirms it, and then.
What he was asking me then.
Green.
No.
Okay, fine.
Oh, you should have guessed it. Why didn't you guess it, you wimp?
Now he's trying to play off that it doesn't work for Carl. See you sitting there at commentary.
He could have kicked out. Just remember that.
He's handing off Carl
Maybe
notes
ants
under
like
the desk.
Colony. I don't know. Like
Nothing's coming to mind.
What Carl is.
I think. Do you want to go next?
we can go Chikara ants if you want to.
The thing is, fucking Alex did this last time.
You called Alex Carl!
No, he keeps saying Carl so much. That's why.
Oh god!
Don't say that, Alex.
The thing is, right? Alex did this on the last showdown, on the last Connect showdown. He did ants, so he could do it again. So I think should we go for it personally?
I'm happy to if you want to.
Yeah, screw it. Let's look at it for free.
Final answer.
Final answer.
A little bit of a hint last time that they're my favourite faction of all time. Yeah, well spotted. I thought I'd try a couple more obscure ants to begin with, but Will Stevens thankfully rumbled it. DP, I do feel like you're getting carried once again with this big brain box on the team.
I'm learning. You know, it's all learning experience.
I blame Carl.
Okay, back over to Team Carl Out. Here's your first clue: Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker.
WrestleMania.
I mean, that could be anything. They've wrestled so much.
I think if Ric Flair and someone with Michaels comes up, like you probably go next, and if the person's retired, then I'll probably go their retirement match. But then again, like he came back, then he Shawn Michaels. Don't ruin everything.
Doesn't count. Nobody counts that.
Remember that.
You want to go next?
Yeah, go next.
Triple H versus Cactus Jack.
He didn't retire, did he? Cactus.
Yeah, retired as Cactus Jack. No Way Out 2000.
If we get this wrong, do they get all four answers as a guess? That was how it works, isn't it? Yeah.
But they only get one possible point.
Is it worth the punt?
Yeah, sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen? We're just going to blame Carl anyway if we get it wrong, so it's fine.
Yeah. Wrestler's retirement match, then, technically.
I'm afraid not. I will show the final two clues to your opponents for a bonus point. Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit. Brock Lesnar versus Seth
okay, I know what it is now.
Is what it is.
I was almost sold on the idea of it being Hell in a Cell matches.
Royal Rumble title matches, maybe?
Uncle Benoit. When did that happen on Rumble?
I don't know, but I think.
No, that's fair. It's fair. I'm just trying to think of when these happen on Rumbles. Because what was it? Michael's take happened at Mania, and then the next Mania, and then also in '97.
Yeah, I thought at first it might have been Hell in a Cell matches, but no.
Triple H was that Rumble? Or was that No
in
Way
the
Out?
run up to Mania 19?
I can't remember. Didn't Angle and Benoit have the Backlash match, the Ultimate Submission?
Yeah, but I don't think.
Yeah,
that
there's no
links
comment, is
the
it?
others.
Yeah, that's the answer. Go with it. Ultimate
For a bonus
submission
point,
matches locked
you're
in.
going to be frustrated. All 4 clues. What are you going with?
I think Royal Rumble matches.
Go for it.
Matches at Royal Rumble pay-per-views.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so what is your exact final answer, please?
Championship matches at Royal Rumble pay-per-views.
Will Stevens is having a powerhouse performance. That is
Birthday fate.
title
As
matches.
soon as the last two came up, I knew exactly what it was.
Yeah,
I'm
tried to
fuming.
pick iconic ones as well.
When did Michael's Tech happen? Sorry.
It's the Michael's hurt his back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good old.
Oh, that is
Casket.
97.
Yeah,
No,
That's
yeah.
98.
98, sorry, yeah. Shit.
I thought they were pretty iconic Rumble matches that aren't the Rumble itself. So I tried to pick some classics, but obviously the first one could be so many things. It's,
Yeah, that's what
it was designed to lead you astray. I also designed to lead you astray with Abyss and Tommaso Ciampa because they both played lawyers. I thought that might have somebody take an early guess, but no connections found. All right. So that was a bonus point steal. Now we are back to team Where Was Carl? January 5th. Here is your first clue. Yokozuna.
There's a whole avenue here.
So that could be Royal Rumble winners. That could be casket match winners. It could be anything. I think we need to go next.
People who threw salt at people's eyes. It could be anything. No, I think we go next.
Sheamus.
Okay, no. I was gonna say like short title matches, but then obviously Yokozuna lost one and Sheamus won one.
I can't think of Yokozuna having like a super short title match though.
He lost to Hogan at WrestleMania 9.
Yeah, of course. So do you want to punt it? Like go below 1 minute WrestleMania title matches?
It could be that.
Or below 1 minute championship?
I could be
That's
that.
longest matches. You've been silly now.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I don't think anyone's in the lead, so we could just see another one and just confirm it.
You're in the lead.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, let's see another one just to be on the safe side, please, Alec.
Yeah. The Undertaker.
I mean, technically, I suppose, when Edge cashed in on Taker, that would have been a short title match. I don't know.
On this day.
But I'm thinking, yeah, did they lose? They lost less than 1 minute title matches.
The Sheamus though, because Sheamus beat Bryan in 8 seconds, wasn't it, or 10 seconds, whatever it was.
18.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I'll carry it.
Everyone's carrying them at the minute.
But I imagine there's probably a shame, like when Sheamus beat Roman, there's probably like a Roman beating him in like a minute at some point afterwards.
You're probably right.
It was actually 45 seconds, point two.
We're in the lead. We might as well go for it.
Look for a punt, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, so what?
Yeah, do that.
So if we word it like losers of very, very short title matches.
I'm
Yes.
afraid not.
Okay.
No,
He's afraid not.
Close enough. Nothing at all like that. Not on the right track. So I'll show the final clue to your opponents. See if you can get a bonus point.
That's
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I know it. I know it.
Was Sheamus young as a champion at some point? Because Yokozuna was one of the youngest champions. I don't know if Undertaker when he originally won the title was quite young. Lesnar's
No,
obviously.
They've all won a Royal Rumble. They've all won a title at WrestleMania after winning a Royal Rumble.
That's going to be it, isn't it?
Winners of the Royal Rumble that won at WrestleMania as well.
Is that what you think?
Well, it's not our question, so we really got nothing to lose.
Yeah, the only thing I think is Alex Garner's watched one of our videos and he laughed about the Yokozuna being the youngest champion. It was a running joke that we had. But yeah, no, that genuinely, I don't know about Sheamus and the Undertaker with that anyway. So yeah, your one's probably where I'd go.
Yeah, they won the Royal Rumble and then won the title at WrestleMania. Even though Yokozuna won it for like a minute, it still counts, you know.
Is that your
Won the
final?
Rumble in a Mania main event then? Yeah, that's
Sheamus opened that WrestleMania.
Ah,
so it
okay,
wouldn't be a main
Glad
event.
you worded that then. That's good. Rumble winner won at main event.
Rumble winners
Mania.
won, yeah. Rumble winners that have won the title at WrestleMania as well.
That's worded.
Good.
That's not the connection I had, but if that is 100% accurate, I might let you have it.
Bro, it is 100% accurate.
It is accurate, yeah.
If it's the youngest champion's one, I'm going to cry, by the way.
Taker's not youngest champion, surely.
I don't know, he won it in 1991. I don't know how well.
So it was 93 was Yokozuna, 2012 was Sheamus, 2007 was The Undertaker, 2003 was Brock Lesnar. There you go. There's useless knowledge for you.
No. I'm not giving you this answer because the year Brock Lesnar wins the Rumble, he loses to Reigns.
No. 2003.
2003.
Oh, the other year.
You can't see me, bro.
Fight the corner! Fight it!
Don't know why
Yeah, you know what? That is a connection. I will let you have it. That's very specific, but it's true of all four people. So yes, bonus point given to Team Carl Out. I was looking for their first title was the world title. So running off them being the first title they won in WWE was immediately the world title. They didn't work their way up. They went straight and won the world title. But yeah, Luke's is very specific about all four, so I can't deny that that's a connection. You'll get a bonus point, and here comes your own question as well.
So you're not taking it seriously? You fought that corner. Now get this one, bro.
We're losing now. I've got to go.
Yoshihiro Yamazaki. Japanese wrestlers lock it now.
That's a given, that is, isn't it?
I couldn't even give you a link to this guy.
No, so next.
Yeah.
Koji Kanemoto.
Koji Kanemoto didn't win Super Junior, did he? I can't remember. I'm trying to link who these people are.
Kanemoto. Has he won the Super Juniors? Has he been Super Junior? He's won the Junior Heavyweight Championship, though, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Or at least the GHC version of it, I think.
We're probably just better going next one. The links are insane. Yeah.
Satoru Sayama.
Can't deny they're all Japanese. Lock it.
That would be too vague.
Yeah.
They're really Japanese. Lock it in.
See, Luke's answer was very specific about those four people. If you're answering,
his was pretty. It was a specific,
and it wasn't even right.
They all have a no in their name. Yeah, there we go. That's what's been taken.
Yeah, I like the fact that you had to double check them as well.
It's because I was going with a Y originally, and then I realised the middle one wouldn't have a
Y. Try and just complete the set.
We might as well see what's happening.
Mitsuharu Misawa.
They didn't play Tiger Mask. No,
I think Will's got something, and I got something as well.
Which I'm a sour play Tiger Mask. And he's the most obvious answer, so I feel like they all play. Did they all play Tiger Mask?
Is that your final answer?
I'll go with what he said.
Yeah, let's do that.
Correct.
There we go.
Right. They did
Not
all
getting that one off us.
play Tiger Mask. I thought
Hoorah!
he lit up a few questions earlier. He had that one coming, so well done for making sure you didn't give a bonus point to your opponent.
Yeah, when I saw Will light up like Hulk Hogan.
Okay, final question of the first round. Back over to team. Where was Carl January 5th? Your first clue.
Where was he?
RN. Konya Moanoko Demuitoraro. Apologies for the pronunciation.
Andrade Alejandro.
Oof.
I'm just oblivious. This looks like you've done like random typing on a keyboard.
You can't just walk across it like your keyboard.
We're going to have next.
Next.
You go next?
Yeah.
You sure?
Please.
Take a stab? Oblivion.
This is not going well.
I feel like it's something to do with Carl Robinson.
Oh god.
Oh god.
What do you mean for that, you dirty? Great.
I think let's go on to the next one and it's your something, Will?
Next?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? Go on.
So that's a fake Spider-Man because of the quotation marks.
Okay, so
No, you don't.
that third one's going to be Arachnaman, maybe from WCW.
That would make sense.
But
But then
but these other two, I've got absolutely nothing.
I was gonna say wasn't Aldo Montoya from Bolivia, but he's Portuguese, isn't he?
No, he's Portuguese.
Yeah.
Portuguese Man O' War. Pretty sure he faced Abe Knuckleball Schwartz as well.
Yeah.
At least once.
Lock it in. That's our answer after they answer.
I think should we go for a fourth one?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to. I've got
Yeah.
absolutely nothing for this.
Okay, the fourth one, not to bring up too blindingly obvious a clue. TV Tokyo, camera crane.
What?
I think.
Are these DDT heavy metal weight Ironman champions?
I was gonna say that. Well, thinking that. Sorry. Yeah, because the first one's probably a book, right?
Could be a book. It could be absolutely anything.
It looks like
That could just be a DVD of Spider-Man.
Yeah, it could be a boy is obviously a Bolivian boy, and then the crane.
I'm glad for that description. Thanks, DP.
It wasn't obvious before, it is now.
You want the information.
Boy.
Yeah, I think it's everything we have really. So that's everything we can lock in.
Yeah. So DDT heavy metal weight Ironman champions.
The exact same answer as question 10 last time. DDT and heavy metal weight champions.
This one was a bit more difficult though.
That first one is actually, I believe, a passive-aggressive email.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were like you were going like gimmicks of Man Like the Race. I know he's dressed up as Spider-Man, but you know.
A forwarded email is that first one, but obviously in Japanese. Oblivion Boy, don't know why they never found his name. Normally you do get their names. And a Spider-Man cosplayer, all former DDT Iron Man heavy metal weight champions.
Fair enough.
Okay, at the end of our first round.
That's the first round?
That's the first.
There's only two rounds though, Laurie. There's only two rounds.
Two rounds. So at the end of our first round, we are in the exact same position, believe it or not, as last time. Team Carlisle with 8 points and Team Where was Carl January 5th? With 7 points. So, Rate, you lead by 1 at the end of the first round, just like you did last time.
My reasoning this time round was to go not be winning so I can win the second. Oh, no.
It's all right.
So,
the comeback story is on its way.
Haven't played, particularly Luke, who has not seen this game before. The second round is going to be the exact same format, only it's in a sequence, and you have to say who's the fourth clue. So I'm only going to show you 3, and you have to say what is fourth.
4, okay.
Okay,
so
Ray,
it shows you the first one here. We can get it on the first one, but obviously you have to figure out the next 2 before you get the 4. It's ball like.
Yeah, same principle. The less clues you do it on, the better. But I need to know what would be in the slot that currently has TV Tokyo Camera Crane. So they would be in a specific order. Okay, Rate, you are still going first. So your first clue is Wade Barrett, Jeff Hardy, Triple H, and Edge.
I thought you were just giving us all of them then. I was like, what are you doing? So all 4 of them people did the exact same thing. Oh, no. Delivered bad news. So it's got it's got to be who?
Jeff Hardy, Triple H, and Edge.
It's got to be a number of something because I feel like it's going to be less of people as you go along. Probably go next just to get the next to see what it is.
Rob Van Dam, Jeff Jarrett, and Dolph Ziggler.
Jeff Jarrett, what a man. Well, yeah. Wade Barrett, Jeff Hardy, Triple H, Edge, Rob Van Dam, Jeff Jarrett, and Dolph Ziggler.
I was thinking something to do with the Intercontinental Championship originally on the first one.
Yeah.
Was it? The Miz is going to be last because he's won it the most.
Well, in my head, there's one. It was like that, and it kind of goes back. And I don't think Alex would do the same sort of question. I'm just thinking was it their first singles championships?
It's in I can't think of the word now. Consecutive order. So it's not like what links them technically. It's what would be in the order.
Well, that screwed me up.
Yeah. Probably go next, and if it's Chris Jericho or the Miz, might be the last part.
Oh, yeah.
The Miz. So is it Chris Jericho? Do you think? Yeah.
Most, yeah. So it's
Barrett won the title a lot, didn't he? Yeah.
Jericho.
I'm glad we went though, because I was going to go the Miz, the fourth one, because in my head I thought he won it more.
Nah, Jericho got one more, I think.
Barrett won a lot of Intercontinental Championship, I didn't.
Well, technically he's won what? He's a 9-time WWE, 1-time IWGP, so he's technically a 10-time Intercontinental Champion.
Oh yeah, I did not include the IWGP. This is just WWE's Intercontinental.
I mean, Wade Barrett as well. Then that's what really threw me.
Yeah. A bit of admin on my part, by the way. I announced the scores the wrong way round. It is team where was Carl January 5th who lead going into the second round.
We're gonna win, Luke.
So you're behind at the moment, Ray, but you could well win. So 2 points for that for getting it after 3 clues. Yeah, it is most Intercontinental title championship reigns. Over to team where was Carl January 5th. Your first clue is Sheamus.
He's got a shame for fame.
I think I might get it now.
This clue?
No. This guy
turned his Rain Man on.
Yeah, I think we just see the next one just to show some sort of link.
Bad News Barrett.
Oh, he's back, is he?
2 appearances and 2 questions.
Yeah, he's doing well.
So weren't these
wrestling?
Thank you. Yeah. Weren't these 2 part of the League of Nations?
Yes, with Alberto Del Rio and Rusev, but it's going to be There's going to be something in an order, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it could be a sequence, isn't it? So it could be just like person 1, person 2, person 3, person 4. So
yes,
I think if we see the third one and it's either Rusev or Del Rio, then we know what the fourth one is.
Yep, if you want to do that, I'm happy to do that.
Let's go for the third one then, please, Alex.
Baron Corbin.
Okay, not that.
Oh yeah, go with Rusev or.
Nations that fella.
I will say as well for admin that just like person 1, person 2, person 3, person 4 is not a sequence.
Ah, fair enough.
It would have to be like join the faction, or when they would have to be an order.
I'm glad you told that. I thought at least if they would answer, you could have told them afterwards. That's good. I'm glad.
Well, I did wait till they revealed the third clue. If they decided to take a guess on it, then that's on them.
Sounds like a car kind of thing. It's on them.
Oh, right. So, okay. Xavier Woods.
Final answer?
Yes.
We're getting very mad.
2 points in the bag. Xavier Woods. I do like to highlight some things that we probably should know better because they are long forgotten and they are being abused. King of the Ring is definitely one of them, right? We should know. It should be a big thing, but it really isn't. Xavier Woods, the most recent King of the Ring, and these are the past 4 King of the Ring in order. Back over to Team Carlisle. Here is your first clue. Nyla Rose.
Did she win the title? No, she wasn't the original champion, was she?
No, Rio was.
Yeah. What was the order, just in general? Because obviously they've had a lot of champions in.
And what, you want me to just name the AEW?
Yes, now, please, thank you.
Rio, Willa, Hikaru Shida, Britt Baker.
Do we get a point for this, by the way?
Hang on. I reckon I could do this.
All the way till today.
Survival series. We've changed the game.
Who was after that? No, I'm good.
I'm good.
Oh, but yeah, Nyla Rose. She wasn't a. That's the only thing I can think of with Nyla Rose is that she has won the AEW.
It just chops and changes between like a couple of people after that. I'm not sure what the order.
She's been a TJPW champion at some point as well.
TJP.
Tokyo Joe Brochure. I did say it right. You need to make me TJPW. Yeah, she's been won that at some point, the international champion, whatever they call it.
Duran's just going next.
So we probably should go next because it'll probably give it a bit more.
Naming.
Rio.
All that came out.
Well, there's 2 AEW champions there.
Did Rio beat Nyla Rose to win it again?
No, I think she's only had it once.
Only won it once, actually.
Yeah.
Until now.
So, obviously they're not connected, but that's in my head. There's something to do with AEW.
Yeah, women, like order of them appearing on the first women to appear on AEW. Maybe? No, because there was that like trip thingy match. With like 6 of them in a row, so that would be really, as he said with one of the other questions, there's too many going in one match.
What the first women's match was that 4-way in what's it called, Double or Nothing?
Yeah, I feel like though because one of the questions he said previously, it's kind of like that League of Legends thing, isn't it? It's not a consecutive; they're just in that match, aren't they? It's not really a consecutive thing.
Do you want to go?
We'll go next anyway, because it's very much.
Yeah. It's open and
Britt Baker.
I don't know what Thunder Rosa popped in my head then.
If it's the first women's match, it's what's the name? Kong, Awesome Kong.
I have no kind of like line of thinking with this, so if you want to go Awesome Kong, that's fine.
It's either that or AEW women's matches.
Whereas then I'm thinking, didn't Thunder Rosa beat Britt Baker? Well, it has to be in order, don't it? So that like they're not in order at any point, are they?
I thought it didn't have to be in order.
No, it has to, this round. It has to be in order of the what's going on. Yeah. So it's not they all technically link as well, but it has to be in consecutive order of the reigns. That's what it is. Yeah. So it probably.
That's all I think.
Then again, your thing won't be consecutive order. It's just a match as well, isn't it? It's kind of but it could be the answer.
Well, Nyla beat Rio. Rio beat Britt, and then Britt beat Shida.
That could, yeah, because it could be reverse chronological, or he could have been watching too much Parts Unknown. Shida would probably might be a one.
What is your final answer? You had a long time with all three clues.
Just want to go Shida. If it's Awesome Kong, I'm sorry.
You're going Hikaru Shida?
Yeah.
It is Hikaru Shida.
Oh, well done.
Absolutely not for the reasoning you've given. So you get the point. You don't need to find the connection. I found this really interesting because the first 4 women's champions, which Luke listed absolutely correct, but obviously not in this order, also happen to be the longest reigning women's champions.
Oh, what a fluke!
So Hikaru Shida is the longest reigning women's champion.
Oh, how we pulled that one out, man. Oh.
So
none of those things crossed my mind.
In this round, you do not need to know the connection. You just need to tell me what's in fourth. And Hikaru Shida is indeed the 4th clue. But that's because she's the longest reigning AEW Women's Champion. Over to team. Where was Carl January 5th? Your first clue is Mike.
Huh? Is it Mike from down the road or like?
Mike Bennett.
You want to go next?
Yeah, we have to. I think that's way too vague.
Go for it. Do it.
Go for next.
Yes, please.
Kerry.
Oh, I know.
God damn it.
Oh dear, this is. I think it's the order in which the Von Erichs passed. I might be wrong.
I've got no
but
idea.
I think it might be the order in which the Von Erichs passed.
Right. Okay. So if we see another name of a Von Erich next, then we know it is that.
Next name's gonna be like Jimbo, and he's like, what?
I don't know the exact order, and I might be completely wrong, but I'm thinking maybe a David.
Do you want to go with David now, or do you want to see the third one first?
I can't think of another name, and like I could have just completely taken this like mood wise off a cliff, but that's what I think it is.
What, the fourth one or the next one?
So Mike, Kerry,
Jimbo.
I can't remember the names of the other Von Erichs, and I think it's David. I think it's David, but I might be wrong.
Do you want to look it in then? I got nothing more than what you got, so.
Yeah, I'm like.
Final answer?
It's up. Yeah, David. Yeah. Let's go, David.
Okay.
I'm afraid not. I will show the next clue to your opponents for a bonus point, and gut-wrenchingly to Will, the next clue is David.
Oh.
Who are the other Von Erichs? You got Kevin.
Right, so there's Mike,
David, Kevin.
Chris. He was the little one, he was the youngest one.
Yeah.
Who wrestled for like not long. It wasn't a long period of time he wrestled, but he had like a condition. There was something wrong with him.
Who's the Von Erich that's alive, just to confirm?
Well, Kevin.
Kevin is Kevin, yeah. Mark.
Yeah.
Dad, so yeah, it probably is going to be Chris then.
Kevin was the oldest one. I'm pretty sure well,
because one of them appeared on flipping AEW this week, didn't he? Which I haven't been reviewing it recently. It's going to annoy me.
Yeah, that one's still alive.
Yeah. So he's still alive with the other one.
To be fair, I thought Kerry. I know I'm trying to go off like Will's kind of like train of thought. It's like I thought Kerry would have came later.
Mm.
Was it?
Probably Chris and Kevin, and depending on what this is.
Well, Kevin. The thing is, I think Kevin was the oldest.
He's the oldest one.
Yeah, so it's not like age order.
Either way, this is the steal. So if you want to go Chris,
yeah, we'll go Chris and see what happens.
Final answer?
Yeah, sure.
It is age order, you morbid people. It's just reverse age order. It is Kevin. He's the oldest. Yeah, dead. I'm not going to go for any morbid suicide order. I'm going to go for just a nice, simple age order. Yeah, Luke actually gave all the correct information there. If it was the order they passed, Kerry would be in a different place. And he gave the correct answer that Kevin is the oldest. You had all the info, but yeah, I'm afraid I can't accept Chris because then we'd be reversing the names. It would have to be David, then Kerry, then Mike if the answer was Chris. You are right, he's the youngest. So I'm afraid no bonus points there.
I can think the thinking was because obviously, you know, that's kind of what everyone remembered, which is a shame because the Von Erichs are amazing. So
and the film.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
I thought it would be topical. I thought this might be easier to remember with his appearance on AEW, so I thought I'd put it in this week. All right, that was a steal that you guys got wrong, so it's over to your own question, Team Carl Out. Here's your first clue.
Loki. The order of deaths.
Loki.
He was the first. He was first.
Was he the first Ring of Honor champion?
That's what's popping in my mind instantly, and I'm trying to.
I think it was in the first main event as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think Impact TNA reminded me he did something first there as well.
He wasn't the first X Division champion. He wasn't the first. He wasn't the really anything.
Probably better for the next just to see what linkage we've got of Ring of Honor or thinking this is where it comes up with Ultimo Dragon. I'm like, what?
Xavier.
Okay, immediately I'm going back to Ring of Honor champions, world champions. Xavier was world champion. Loki was world champion. Who was after that? It was Joe after that, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's Joe, and then there was. Ring of Honor's not like a massive strong suit. It's one of the ones I've looked at the order at some point in my life, but I've never. Joe,
and then it was Aries.
We are losing, so it might be worth a punter just going for Aries.
What, as number 4?
Yeah.
Go
out in a fire castle. That's determinate. Fire castle.
Fire castle, yeah. If you're happy with that,
because Loki and Xavier things like the link, and if you go Joe, then I feel like it is Aries next, and I feel like this is the time because what worse they're going to get an extra point. We're losing anyway.
Yeah, I mean, let's go down in a blaze of glory. So it's Abe, Knucklebutt. No, I'm kidding.
So, final answer you're going for Austin Aries?
Yeah.
Correct. This is the first 4 Ring of Honor champions. Extra point there. 3 points for getting it after 2 clues. I was about to call you the most frustrating team ever because you listed it exactly perfectly from the first clue. And if you waited all the way to the end, I would have been very frustrated. You went
did that a lot on the last quiz, though, didn't I? There was a few times where the flipping debut Raw, I would have got it in the first one. And it was like, we need to look at the next one.
Yeah. As soon as you say, as much as you said there, Loki's held all these other belts, as soon as you say he was the first of them, that's probably a big clue that that's what the sequence is going to be. But only 2, just to be sure. And you got yourself 3 points. Very well done.
As soon as you said Xavier, I was just like, it's something to do with Ring of Honor.
Yeah, he's a bit of a giveaway because he didn't do too much more. A little trivia back to the Von Erichs. When I did the last quiz, you remember one of the answers was people who played Suicide in TNA. My girlfriend saw me putting the PowerPoint presentation together. I wrote Suicide as the answer, and she thought, what a morbid, horrible question. I didn't know that many wrestlers took their own life, and I had to explain it was a TNA gimmick. Okay, absolutely fantastic answer there. And putting you back in the lead, Team Carlisle. So, over.
Boo.
Come on, DB, get a question right. Let's do this.
Here's your first clue: the rundown.
Okay, so it's Rock's films.
Huh?
So rundown.
Yeah, it had a different name, didn't it, in the UK?
It's called Welcome to the Jungle over here.
I mean, who knows?
Rundown. Southland Tales, maybe. Walking Tall.
Sure, he only
Probably
did
got
4
those two
films. That's
mixed up.
Hasn't done much after that, has he?
Maybe
I
Doom?
thought it was Carl's
know.
plan to ruin Kamikaze, starting with the rundown.
Or was it Gridiron Gang? Oh,
I mean-
this is frustrating.
DP is literally just here to be making. He's the captain of the team.
I've not heard of half of these films. Like,
DP is the Prince Nana of his team. He dances and he gets the people to do the work.
Will's found his new manager.
Right.
So, are you going for an answer?
Oh, I'm just trying to. It's gonna be before Doom, but I can't think of something before Doom.
This may be your doom.
Can we have next, please, just so I can get a bit of.
This is where it's
Next.
not anything to do with anything.
Walking Tall.
Oh, it's a very random road.
Right, Southland Tales or Tooth Fairy? Make a choice.
the only one I've heard of is Tooth Fairy. So,
Okay, I guess we'll go Tooth Fairy then.
I'm afraid it is not the Tooth Fairy. Team Carlisle.
This is
will
where
see
it's
the
See
next
No
one.
Evil next one, and I'll be like, what? What?
No Evil.
These are WWE films,
Yeah.
then, aren't they? Yeah.
Can't they?
Fuck!
See No Evil. What was after See No Evil?
Oh, I know it. Oh,
Oh,
God.
Chaperone or something shit, was it?
Is it Marine?
What one do you say?
The Marine?
The Marine. It might be the Marine. Yeah, because what other ones around there? You got the Marine. The Call was a while after this, wasn't it? With David Otunga's
The
miss.
Chaperone.
Chaperone. See No Evil just blow my mind. There's been 6 Marines. I feel like it had to be.
Yeah, what was that? What,
I'm going to need an answer quickly. What are you going with?
the Marine. Go with the
Yeah,
Marine.
go with the Marine. Yeah, it's either that or the Chaperone.
They're cooking in round 2. It is the Marine. So, for those of you who know him, I always playtest these quizzes first and foremost with Lenny Lynch. For those who've met him, he just does them by himself, and we find any flaws or any hidden other connections. And he also gave the exact same answer as Will, because it is a obvious The Rock mislead there. So I do apologise, but that is the nature of the quiz.
Oh my heart! I said See No Evil. I was going to look the next one. Will be See No.
Okay, bonus point for Team Carl out there. And now over to your own question. Your first clue is Booker T.
Yep, that's the answer. Booker T's done a lot with his life. It's very.
He's won World Championships.
And I didn't say it out loud, so if anyone is listening, it was WWE studio produced films, not just The Rock. Hence, just in case anyone's listening in the background and thought, how the hell did he have See No Evil? WWE produced films, and the Marine was 4th.
He's created his own championship as well.
Yeah.
That then became like multiple versions of everything under the sun.
What else did he? I'm trying to see if he's done any firsts. It would have been WCW, because that would have been Farouk or Ron Simmons at the time when he was going
Yeah.
to WCW. It's always good to pitch the ideas and then see what the next one is to kind of get.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, he's won many a tag team championship.
yeah, King of the Ring, which probably it's so random of an order and it's already come up.
King of the Ring. He's won the US into IC. He's won. He's got his own training school. He runs his own
fan club. This is
Lucky
Quacks.
Do you want to go next?
Yeah, it'd probably be best to go next now and see what comes up.
Scott Steiner.
I feel like it's WCW related.
Immediately, it's like main event mafia is now coming to my head.
No, that's not. That's a completely different song.
Well, if you're gonna go like reverse, you go Booker T, Scott Steiner, and then Booker T again for like technically the last WCW champions.
Yeah, and then who did Booker T? Who's our
Booker T, and then technically The Rock. After that, because Booker T won it back, but
wouldn't it be funny if Alex fought Rock film for the other one as a joke, and then he just went, "Let's get The Rock as the fourth answer for the next one."
It might be. You never know.
It's probably worth if Booker T is the next answer, then it probably is.
Well, it wouldn't be Booker T. It would be Kurt Angle again because you don't really count another reign again. You just go from like the last time they won it, innit?
You want to go next anyway? Because I feel like there's so many links to this.
You go next?
Yeah.
Yes.
Booker T.
Last WCW. It's definitely all right. The next one is Kurt Angle. If it's the last WCW champion, technically the last WCW champions, be Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Incorrect. I'll hand over to your opponents for a bonus point.
Will's already got this.
He probably does. Will, what you got?
Okay, so it's a case of if we're going backwards or forwards. I think if we're going backwards, it's Vince Russo.
I agree because I was thinking this is going backwards from when WWE was taken over WWF.
It could be wrong. Like it's either The Rock or Vince Russo.
But
Grell.
Would we count vacant? Because wasn't it vacated when Booker T won it?
No, let's not count vacant. That just makes everything
count
more
vacant.
confusing.
Come on, let's throw him in there. He's won a lot of titles. Don't disrespect the name.
Vacant was one of the WCW wrestlers in that period.
So
let's go with Russo. I think. Will, as you said.
You want to go with Vince Russo?
Let's go with Russo.
Final answer?
Okay. Yeah, let's
Final
go for
answer,
it.
Vince Russo.
Making it climactic at the end, it is Vince Russo. So, Kurt Angle is a fine choice because it's a symmetrical sequence, right? So you could say, going the other way, that it's Kurt Angle. When I playtested this, that was also the answer given, and I decided not to allow it because where do we start and end? We're just picking 4 champions in the middle of the run.
Yes, you are. Thank you. Point.
On Nitro. So, yeah, these are the last 4 before the takeover. Kurt Angle would be next if we were going forward, but then we really are starting at an arbitrary random point because there is no beginning or end then because we're not eventually hitting The Rock and Chris Jericho. So, yeah, there was a specific reason for it being the last 4 on Nitro. So while Kurt Angle would be next if we're going one way, we're going the other. Very close, I'm afraid. Bonus point steal there to Team January 5th.
I was kind of hoping Jeff Jarrett would pop up.
Please don't call us Team January 5th. Oh.
We were not there.
But you know who was?
That was part of January 5th. We have our suspicions and we demand answers. Here is your first clue. The match made in heaven.
So that's a SummerSlam main event, isn't it?
Yeah. But this could just be wrestling weddings.
That is true as well, yeah.
So, what wrestling wedding comes next?
If we're going off just WWF, Do you know what I think now?
I think if we narrow it down to WWF, I think you go in.
What the Panda got to do with this?
Test and Stephanie. I don't think there's one between them.
Then it'd be what, Lita and Kane?
No. Do you want to punt for it and go Daniel Bryan, AJ Lee?
Jesus Christ!
You know what? You're confident. I'm confident in you. So let's go with
Of course you are, DP.
that.
To be
Well,
fair,
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's go for it.
let's
Daniel
do it.
Bryan, AJ Lee.
I'm afraid not.
Ah.
So,
Give us the next two, and then we'll have a look.
bonus point.
Montreal Screwjob, the killing
Oh,
of Bruce.
God.
Oh, this is
And the killing of
Bruce
Bruiser
on the
Brody.
ring. What's it called? Dark Side of the Ring topics, is it?
yeah,
Oh.
I
yeah.
will
No.
admit, Rate, that you completely read me that I used The Rock as a bait twice in a row, hoping someone would go The Rock.
So
That
the
was-
answer is The Rock. No,
but-
Dark Side of the Ring. That's series 1. What was the? Oh, I don't remember these.
What episode was New Jack series 1 or 2?
Oh, I 100% know this as well. Oh, I'm so
Okay.
angry.
If you
I
long
think
for
these are the
bonus point,
final
Rate,
ones of that series.
There was. I'm just gonna go off the ones off the top of my head that I remember. I watched or watched part of. So there's like the Ultimate Warrior.
There's a Von Erich one.
The Owen
with-
Hart.
I don't know, like there's
Owen Hart. Didn't
yeah, there's that one in the first series. There's also I don't think there's a New Jack, but there's a Von Erich one, which
Yeah.
I feel like very. Is this the last question of the series show?
No, there's 2 more questions.
I feel like the Von Erichs are very linkable because there is that was in the first series, and I don't know what episode it was. And I feel like I need to shine for once, Luke.
I'm gonna let you take this one then. Right.
Abyss versus Jeff. No. So you've
Okay,
got
this bonus point question. I can't give you too much longer. What are we going with?
Von. Does it need to be this, or can I just say the Von Erichs in general? Like, I'm just going to say the Von Erichs in general.
I'll accept just the topic. Is that what you're going with?
Yeah, the Von Erichs.
Correct. The
Yeah.
episode called The Last of the Von Erichs, and it was indeed the first ever 4 episodes of Dark Side of the Ring.
Oh fuck!
So, bonus point steal for Team Carl Out. You lead the way going into our final 2 questions. This is your question, Team Carl Out, and your first clue is Big John Studd.
Oh.
Royal Rumble winners.
He was 89, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So the one before it, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Big John Studd, Hogan twice, Flair, Yokozuna, yeah.
It's depending how he does it, because if
Yeah.
the next one's Hacksaw, then it's Hogan by himself as the third one. It's going to be Hogan as the fourth one. And there's also a running joke with Alex, which might help with this, and I think we should go for the 5-pointer because basically there was a question in the first, not this game with Alex, but a quiz we did, where one of the answers was who won the Royal Rumble twice in a row first.
Yeah.
And I answered Shawn Michaels, which was correct on this quiz we did, but it actually was Hulk Hogan.
Hogan, yeah.
Well,
the running order of the Royal Rumble winners is Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Big John Studd, Hogan twice. Yokozuna, Bret Hart, Lex Luger, Shawn Michaels twice, Austin twice, McMahon, and then
if you go next just for this one, just so the extra, if it's Hogan, then it probably is Hogan again, and then it's Yokozuna.
Are we going next?
Yeah, well, just to see if it's all Hogan.
I'm really enjoying Luke listing things off. It's very impressive and accurate. It's doing a great job.
So it's See No Evil.
Your next clue is WWF wrestlers and NFL players.
Oh wait, hold on.
That's main event.
No, that's WrestleMania. That was WrestleMania 2.
Yeah.
That was Battle Royal, wasn't it?
So was it Big John Studd versus Andre WrestleMania 2? Was that?
Oh yeah. Hang on. Big John Studd was the Body Slam Challenge. He won which he won. He won the Battle Royal between the wrestlers and the NFL players. The next one was Hogan versus Andre.
Mm-hmm.
And then was it the WrestleMania 4? Was it him versus Hogan in the championship tournament.
You're cooking on gas here, look.
I should really put my brains to other uses, but this is what I use it for.
Connect wrestling. Do you want to risk shooting your fourth one, or do you want to go to see what the third one is to then shoot the fourth? Because we are leading, I feel like.
You are leading.
And I feel like they'd need a big punt for the last one.
If you want to see the third one, then
if you're very confident, you can go for the fourth one. But I feel like we might have a general lead if we get to the last one anyway.
Right, but we'll show the third one. Yeah.
Yeah. Third clue: playing a strategic game.
Yeah, probably for the best.
The third clue is Hulk Hogan.
That's thrown me a bit. Big John's third.
Yeah, and then it'd be Hogan. It'd be Hogan again, but he wrestled Hogan twice at back-to-back Manias, and then he wrestled Demolition, WrestleMania.
Oh, Andre, yeah. So it's Demolition.
WrestleMania 6. Wait, WrestleMania 5. WrestleMania 5, wasn't it? It was 5 or 6? Because I think 6 was his last one, wasn't it?
What happened to this isn't WrestleMania 1, 2, 3. What happened to 4? Was it the DQ match? Because then Andre and
4 was the
tournament, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't he in it and there was a DQ?
Yeah, it was Hogan Andre again, and then it was a DQ because they didn't want either of them going through to the final.
So is the fourth one going to be Hogan again then, do you think?
Technically, yes, but then
it's in order though, isn't it? So it's kind of like in order opponents. It would be Hulk Hogan then, if we're going down the order.
I'm just trying to think. Who did he wrestle at 5?
Was he in the demolition match with
It was Heyman, Hawk, King. Was it? I'm not sure if it was Haku or King Hawk.
Yeah, the power, whatever they called himself. Yeah,
because he tie himself up in the ropes gimmick.
But this, it has to be consecutive order, so that we wouldn't. Then you'd be missing Hogan for that, which technically should be Hogan. So I know in the game last week we had John Cena 2006 and John Cena 2007 was one of the answers.
Go Hogan then.
Yeah. It's got to be consecutive. If it's not, it's bullshit.
All right, look, we're going with Hogan.
Yeah, fourth Hogan, Andre the Giant at the moment. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Andre's Mania opponents. I was insinuating that Hogan did something twice, like the Rumble quiz that you guys got wrong before. Only this time, I thought I'd go with Andre's Mania opponents to give Andre the love. So, 2 points there.
Should have went.
DP, team captain, DP.
Hey.
I gave Rate this exact advice last time, so I feel it's only fair. If you want to win this quiz, you might want to guess on clue 1. Of the final
if
round.
gets it right in the first one without doing anything, the whole quiz I'm going to pissed.
Enya 3.
If this is 4.
I'm instantly drawn to like largest attendances at Mania.
Would that make it WrestleMania 32 then?
Well, is there
one larger than that?
Big time.
Obviously, you could go for a healthy second place and get another clue. But
do that.
For the final question last time, what he needed to win. So I think it's only fair I give you the same info.
That's fair.
I nearly got it right as well. That's the fucking worst thing. It was a year off.
I feel like if you're going off like attendances, isn't the highest WrestleMania 32 anyway? So it makes more sense to go backwards.
Think so. I think we need to guess. We either lose or we win. Those are the two outcomes you can have.
What was that show in North Korea that had that massive attendance?
The Peace Festival.
Because isn't that the largest wrestling show?
Yes.
You weren't at Kamikaze Live 40 though, were you, dude?
You want to guess the North Korean Peace Festival?
I think I'll go for the Hail Mary as like it's going like in like it's like ascending order of that. So I think the fourth one might be the North Korea show. Peach Festival,
Okay,
sorry.
I'm happy to go for it. Let's go for it.
You can fuck her off if you get this wrong.
Final answer.
Final answer.
And for the first time in only WrestleConnect history, a 5-point scored. It is Collision in Korea, the North Korean Peace Festival, for the largest attendance
Yeah.
Get in.
But wasn't the highest grossing show, was it? Let's not get into it.
Well, no, because they all had guns in their backs being forced to watch.
Yeah. Technically.
Yeah, no, I specifically gone with highest attendance over any category rather than just highest paid attendance. I was hoping people would be thrown off by All In this year in London. Might be the thrower off there, but no, you guys were completely correct.
Well,
But I'm afraid
like WrestleMania too disputed anyway?
I'm afraid I do have some. But a huge congratulations to Team DP, Team Where Was Carl, January 5th, for getting the first 5-point answer on the show. A huge guest there, really impressive. Great performance from both teams. Thank you all for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this quiz. Please comment, share, and we'll do another one soon. See you all next time.
Thank you.